Hello everyone, I am One Bird, and in this video I want to talk about the best weapons you can reliably buy at level 1 traders. So first of all, let's just understand a weapon is only as good as the ammo that goes in it. If you don't know about how ammo works in Escape from Tarkov, you're gonna have to learn. I will do videos on it in the future, but for now, your best bet is to search on YouTube, look up an Escape from Tarkov ammo chart. The one I use is the EFT Monster ammo chart. But if you don't know anything about ammo in Escape from Tarkov, 90% of killing the enemy is down to the ammunition you're using, and 10% is down to the rifle. I'm going to be looking at what weapons you can use at level 1 traders, but we're going to have to consider the ammo that you can buy for those weapons as well. The video is going to be split up into 2 parts. This video, we're going to concentrate on weapons you're going to use to penetrate through the thorax or the chest. The next video, I'm going to be looking at weapons that you can use to penetrate other areas. So like I said a moment ago, this video, we're concentrating on ammunition and weapons that can reliably penetrate through the thorax. We're going to kick things off with the ammo that can penetrate level 4 armor. Level 4 armor is fairly rare early wipe. You can't get a hold of it from level 1 traders, so the only way to find it is in Tarkov itself or with the starting equipment that you get. The only ammunition that you can buy at level 1 trader that can penetrate a level 4 armor with good reliability is the 7.62 54mm LPS GZH round. This round has a 92% chance to penetrate level 4 armor. The next highest is a 7.62 by 39mm PSGZH. Big drop here. This thing has an 18.3% chance to penetrate level 4 armor. So honestly, I wouldn't even consider that this thing can pen level 4. It's going to take 5 shots to actually get that chance to 50%. Then it's a 50-50 coin flip. You're still not guaranteed a penetration. So the only one to consider is a 7.62 by 54mm LPS GZH. The downside of that is, at level 1 traders, the only weapon that will use that round is the Mosin bolt-action rifle. Both cost around 35,000 rubles. If I've got to pick one, level 1 traders, I'm going to be picking the Carbine version. The reason for that is down to the ergonomics. You get 10 extra ergonomics on the Carbine version versus the basic infantry rifle version. There's not enough of a difference in recoil or accuracy, in my opinion. The Mosin will allow you to fire at pretty long range, but you're restricted to the iron sights. Personally, would I use this gun at level 1 traders? The answer is going to be no, unless I've got a specific task, or perhaps if I'm on woods where I might have a chance at a long range shot. If you do hit an enemy player in the thorax with a level 4 armor on or below, you are going to do some serious damage. You've got to hit those shots, and using a bolt action rifle, it's not always easy. So if you can land shots and you're really good at it, give the Mosin a try, because this is going to be the best round in the game at level 1 traders. So moving on from level 4 armor to level 3 armor. This is the armor that most people are going to be using during the early wipe. So the rounds that can reliably penetrate level 3 armor, we've got PSGZH, .366 TKM EKO, and by 5.6 by 45 M855. So PSGZH, 93% chance to pen level 3. TKM EKO, 88% chance. And M855, 65% chance. All of those rounds have a decent chance to penetrate level 3 armor. So let's move on to the weapons that use those rounds. So first up, the 7.62 by 39 PSGZH. That works inside the SKS and the VEPR-KM. The SKS is available at Prapor, level 1, 21,000 rubles. There is a second version of the SPS, the OP SKS. That's available at Jaeger, 33,000 rubles. The main difference here is it allows you to attach sights via the dovetail mount. Personally, at level 1, I'm happy to use iron sights on all my guns, but if you absolutely hate iron sights, then the OP SKS might be the rifle for you. You can pick up the Cobra EXP. We've got also other sights, the brand new PK8AA reflex sight, and it's the most reliable weapon to fit on a 4x scope in the early game, the PSO1 scope, which is a decent scope. if you've got a task to go get some headshots, then picking up the OP SKS along with the PSO scope actually will really help you do that. For anyone that loves night raids, you do also have option for the NSPU-M night scope. I have been in some night raids and used this scope. I would prefer it if it wasn't a magnified scope. So it's 3.5 times magnification. So that really does limit your vision at night when you're using this scope. So although you can see, you are incredibly magnified in that view. It is fun to try it out though. Not a lot of players are playing at nighttime early wipe. So picking up an NSPU night vision scope for 15k and sticking on an OP SKS, it can be quite fun. But if you are going to play at nighttime, definitely tweak your post-FX settings. These are my post-FX settings. Well, I believe my monitor has quite a high gamma setting on it as well. So your monitor can do a lot of the work for you. So back to the SKS. Single fire, it's a great gun. A lot of people love PSGZH in the early game. 93% chance to penetrate level 3 armor is the exact reason why. Your other option for 7.62 by 39 is the VEPR-KM. This is available at skier level 1 for 32,000 rubles, so it is 10k more than the SKS. But you can bring a 30 round mag, whereas with the SKS you're generally limited to a 10 round internal mag. You can buy 20 round mags from Peacekeeper, but this is a steep price. Basically 8,750 rubles. You can still top load with this mag. So you can stick 20 rounds in this. You've got 20 rounds compared to the 10 round internal magazine, but it's going to cost you virtually 9k just to get those extra 10 rounds initially in your rifle. So now if we look back to the VEPR-KM, although it's 10k more, if you are going to buy that 20 round mag from Peacekeeper for 9k, you're basically evening up the difference between these two rifles. So the VEPR-KM effectively gives you a 30 round mag, and the mags are much cheaper, so you can buy as many 30 round mags as you want. In my opinion, I would go for the VEPR-KM over the SKS. If you're happy with the 10 round internal mag on the SKS, buy the SKS. If you want more than 10 rounds, buy the VEPR-KM. And your other consideration is the iron sights as well. If you prefer the iron sights on the SKS, use the SKS. If you prefer the iron sights on the VEPR-KM, use the VEPR-KM. So the next round to consider is the .336 TKM EKO. This has an 87% chance to penetrate level 3 armor. I'll briefly talk about the 366 TKM FMJ. 24.5% chance to pen level 3 armor. But the reason I'm bringing it up is the advantage is the high damage on the FMJ round. 98 damage is going to one-shot through the thorax. So if you do get that penetration, you're going to one-shot kill through the thorax. But personally, I don't think it's worth it. The TKM EKO round, it's got an 87% chance to pen level 3 armor, so you're virtually guaranteed a penetration, and you only need to hit twice to kill. Whereas with the FMJ, yeah, you get that one-shot kill, but it's if you get lucky. So let's look at the weapons that use these rounds. First of all, we've got the VPO-215 bolt-action rifle and the VPO-209 TKM carbine. Both of these single-fire weapons, obviously the bolt-action rifle, a lot slower firing. The VPO-215 only has a 4-round magazine, but it is a lot cheaper. Basically 19,000 rubles compared to 32,000 rubles for the VPO-209. And you can stick a sight on this with the VOMS Pilad 4x32. It's an option. If you really like your long-range sniping, you can start at level 1. This is great for doing tasks, long-range firing on scavs, things of that nature. Now let's take a look at the VPO-209. Single fire only, but does take 30 round mags. The downside of this rifle is the vertical recoil. If we compare it to the VEPR-KM, the difference in recoil really makes me lean towards the VEPR-KM. The VPO-209 recoil 194, the VEPR-KM 115. So the VEPR-KM is significantly better at recoil, and in terms of the difference in round, the PS has got a little bit higher chance to penetrate, but the damage is lower than the EKO. Both of those rounds though still 2-tap through the thorax to level 3 armor. So really in my opinion, the vertical recoil here does matter on the VPO-209. So if you're wondering whether to buy the VPO or the VEPR-KM, give the VPO a try. If you can't control the recoil, buy the VEPR-KM. Moving on to the ADAR. That uses the 5.56 M855 round, 45,000 rubles, skier level 1. It's got a 65% chance to penetrate level 3, so you are reliably going to penetrate, and it's a 2-shot kill, similar to the VPO. You can put optics on this. Also, you're limited to a 10-round magazine when you purchase the weapon. 30-round mags are available, but they're going to cost you. So all in all, expensive rifle compared to the VPO. Right, that's it for this video. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Hopefully you found it useful. If I'm aiming for the chest, level 1 traders, in my opinion, the rifle to buy is the VEPR-KM using the 7.62 by 39mm PS round. 2 shots in the thorax, you're going to penetrate every single level 3 armor. So it's a 2-tap in the thorax for victory. You can still use the Mosin. It is going to be the only weapon in the game that is going to reliably penetrate level 4 armor, but very early wipe, level 4 armor is still rare enough that the Mosin not quite worth it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. We are going to have another video on this subject where I'm going to concentrate on weapons where you're not necessarily aiming for the thorax. Shotguns, SMGs, pistols, where you're either aiming for the legs or the head. So look forward to that video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave me any comments down below. Let me know your favorite gun for the early wipe.